morning, 6:35 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm T-Speaka222 with Dogecoin and you. And as you can see in the broader markets, the Dow Jones was down just about 1,000 points on the day. It broke below 34,000, down 2.82%. The US dollar currency index, which I was predicting would come way up long ago when it was at about $93, I said I had a feeling that it was going to come up and want to retest here and come up to $103 or $104. And it's done exactly what I was thinking. It's going to come up there. That's bad for crypto. And if this pulls up and continues this massive uptrend, crypto is going to continue to fall. So let's see what it means for the broader market for us. Ethereum, it broke below, but it's still on this ascending triangle. So what we're looking for is to come down to the support area of 28.57. Because if it breaks this, then we have to deal with the much bigger symmetrical triangle. And that's what we're going to focus on this episode, so you guys can see the difference between what we were in and what we've actually broken out of, which could actually lead to a back test here, which could drop us out of this current formation that we're actually in. But if you understand, we are in a descending triangle still, which some can call it a descending fractal or whatever. But that's actually what we're in a much bigger picture. We broke out of it, so would it be out of the ordinary for this to finally come back and back test over here? No. That's the problem, because a lot of times we do like to come back down and back test. I don't know if it's going to come way down there. But if we were not able to hold this 28.50, expect a big drop to come and retest the broken downtrending or the descending triangle. And that is a common theme going across here. So what I want to focus on right now is Matic, because I still feel like Matic is going to come back into our buy area. And we've already done Matic from the far out scope. This is a descending triangle. We know what's going on here. We've hit resistance up here, support, come back up, support, resistance. And now we're coming below the 20-day, and that's very bearish in the daily time frame. So if that happens, it'll pull us down to about $1.18. So, but if not, if we work on a smaller, time scale, we might be able to, pull this across a little bit and be like, okay, well, maybe it's a more aggressive style. And it's actually something more like this, which I could understand that. I just went more. So this is actually the least aggressive way we could go. So that means that we would have to come back down and retest likely in the 128 area. Especially if we fall back below like we have below the 144. So that's what I'm looking at. So a 138 to about 146 or 128 to 144 would be the bounce right there if we could come down appropriately. And it's very strong because we've already had resistance, support. We've had support back here. Now back up to the resistance area. Down to support. But this is on both sides we've hit with wicks. So we're accounting for the wicks and the candle bodies. Resistance. Now we're going to come back up here to resistance. Probably not if we have a close under the 20-day. We'll probably come down here first. It might not have to be all the way. We might come down to one of these half. But that's what it's looking like there. For Shiba, the other important one, Shiba's on this very critical support line of 2397, and you can see right now we bounce off a little bit, but 2-4, if we break this, we'll come back down here and retest this at a higher level, like 2228. The last time we retested it was 2199, so we'd continue the uptrend, but we are in a ascending triangle here, but a much bigger descending triangle in the pattern, so we have to pay attention to that. Just because we're in a smaller time frame, the larger time frame always takes frame. It always takes hold. But with that being said, why I love Shiba and why I'm so bullish on it right now, if we can find the right spot, we broke out of this cup, and now we're building the handle, guys. This is extremely bullish when we pull up, and that's why I think we're getting close to the support area. When this pulls up to the technical target, it's a huge fucking move. This is a huge move. And we can even come way down here and say we never broke this integrity, but if we just want to go from this area, this would break us up, way up. And then if we say, well, we don't want to use that one, okay, well, that's fine. And we can use the one that's been dancing around for a while when it finally breaks out. Then we assume it holds this line. It would come way up there to 3.9. Assume it breaks out right here. It'd come up to 3.6. So, I mean, it's a pretty healthy move. We'll say it starts to bounce. But that's if it breaks this support. It might not break this support. So that's what we're looking at with Shiba. That's kind of like a broader scope here. And they're all looking the same within what we're looking at. So if we broke from here, that's how we would go from here. But honestly, we have more room down. That's the problem. We have a lot of room to come down here. It's that simple. We're going to come down. I think this is going to have to be measured from way down on. We're going to fill this out probably. But once again, if you see it come down to 2218, 2225, 2240, buy the shit out of this. Unless it breaks it, but man, oh man. I could also see it creating a pattern like this that it kind of broke out of. So we could say it's in something like this, which I actually feel comfortable, and we could call. The reason I feel comfortable with this is we could do this. So you're looking for points of contact. We could say, okay, here's where we start. 1. Here's the second point of contact. Finally, right here. It just never came down here. Here's the second point of contact. And now we're going to ride this uptrend until we break out of this. And that would be actually something that I am highly considering. That's why right here, if you buy when it hits this, or more precisely at 2397, 2409, and you put a stop loss at about 2360, and if it breaks that, you rebuy back in at 2218. That's what I'd be doing. That's my suggestion. If you want to get ahead, join the Dogecoin and You Army. We have 45 people on a Telegram. You get that for free from showing me the support on here.